Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you are new here, I am LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. And if you are returning, welcome back, soul family. I love you guys. Thank you so much for returning. Today is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to all of you, whether you have a Valentine or not. It doesn't matter. I know a lot of people don't like Valentine's Day for many reasons, but I digress. Know that you are loved and know that you are appreciated, even if you don't think that you are. No, anyway, today will be messages from the dragons. I will be using 3 of my dragon decks. I will go ahead and get started with my singing bowl. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started and see what is gonna come out. Only positive energies that seek to help us and that seek our highest good, messages for our highest good. Any evil eye or any negative energy is cast away. And right as I said that, the moon fell out. I heard secrets. It's interesting because before this reading, I've been having this song in my head. Is it called I Need a Gangster? Right as I said that, a card flipped over, Sire of Swords. That is the King of Swords. But this part that says, I've got secrets that nobody knows. So that's what I heard. Let's see, we have a few cards that came out. Immediately I see the Lovers in reverse, but let's see what is before that. We have the Ten of Pentacles upright, the Page of Cups upright, and the Lovers in reverse. Woo! Alright, so let's see. The World, or in this case, the Universe in reverse. Alright, so this may be a heavy message. Let's see. So, right away with the Moon card coming out and then that part of the song, I've got secrets that nobody knows, playing in my head, and then the Sire or the King of Swords in reverse. I feel like there may be some secrets around you, or maybe you're keeping a secret, or there's somebody keeping a secret from you. This may be an energy of a partner This may be an energy of a friend, a family member, somebody that you care about, or maybe you may be withholding some kind of information from somebody who is significant, I'll say. So it's interesting because the way that I have these cards is that the moon is on the top, the King of Swords is over here, the Lovers, and then down like the moon, and then here would be the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So I kind of feel like there's this surrounding energy of secrets, fears, doubts, misconceptions, not viewing things from the correct perspective. There's a lot of illusion or manipulation type of energy on the exterior, but in the interior I'm seeing this Ten of Pentacles and this Page of Cups. So I feel like whatever the situation is, that deep down there is a desire for moving forward, for stability. There is this loving energy. I just looked at this Page of Cups right now, and I'm really like being drawn to this dragon and how they're looking in the reflection. I heard Scorpio. So this could be water energy. We also have the moon, which I believe is Cancer. But let's see. I'm sorry if you could hear background noise. Somebody is looking within and really analyzing how they truly feel about a situation or a person. I feel like deep down there is this love, because this is the Page of Cups. So cups symbolize love, emotions. It could be intuition as well, even though intuition is more of a Wands energy. There's this ripple effect. I heard twin flame, so that's not going to be for everybody. Oh, and as always, information, disclaimers, and decks will always be in the description box. If you need to have a look, then they are there. Don't force this reading to fit. If it's not for you, then that is perfectly fine. I feel like it has to be said, but I am not responsible for what you do with this information. Okay, so with this Page of Cups again, I feel like this is somebody looking within, and there's this like ripple effect. It's like they see a part of themselves in you, or you see a part of yourself in them. There may be this mirroring fears, doubts, or secrets, or some kind of energy going on here. There may be a lot of cycles going on about this energy. This could be about family, especially with this Ten of Pentacles here, with all these dragons, the parent dragons and then the baby dragons. I was not intending for this to be like a love reading, even though it's Valentine's Day, but it seems like this might be related to that. And even if this isn't a love situation, like a partnership in terms of like a committed relationship, this could be like with friends or family again, as I stated earlier. There's a lot of emotions going on here. People not seeing eye to eye. Maybe one person has a more ferocious, mature viewpoint or way of coming forward, and the other is more, how can I say, maybe a little bit more gentle or soft-spoken. A little bit more, I heard manipulative. Okay. There is a butterfly here in this King of Swords card. And butterflies symbolize change and transformation. So it's like there's this desire for a different way of communicating. There's this desire to perhaps come forward about something, but this fear of imbalance. And with the Universe card in reverse, which is the World card, and interesting because we have the Emperor in reverse under that. This is the World card in reverse, so there's a desire to end vicious cycles and not seeing things from, how can I say, not seeing eye to eye on things. There's this desire to expand, to evolve, to grow, to surpass what is in front of you. I'm getting there's a lot of fear here, a lot of doubts, a lot of insecurities, and I feel like this is really something that is plaguing both sides of this, especially if this is a relationship for you. I feel like there's a lot of insecurity on both sides, even if one or both will never admit. It's like they may not even realize. Maybe they're seeing into your insecurities or you're seeing into theirs and realizing just how insecure the other person is, or yourself, or themselves. There's a need to end cycles. Let's see. Right away. We have Green Gold Dragon from Cyrus. Brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. And it's interesting because in this card there's a globe as well. There's the earth. I heard Leviathan. This is a spiritual path. This is a spiritual journey. This is a very difficult one that you have been on. Especially if you resonate with the twin flame dynamic or something along those lines. It doesn't have to be that severe, but if you resonate with this being a partner that was kind of brought to you by spirit, in a way, there's a lot of life lessons here. This could also be a karmic partner. There's a lot that needs to continue to be learned from. People need to look in the mirror and really analyze how they respond, how they react, how they communicate. If you have been straying away from your spiritual practice, ask yourself, why? What is it that is really keeping you from your truth, from your path? I feel like some people may say, oh, well, I'm too busy, or I have this going on, or I have that going on. If you need to learn better time management, then do so. If you really care about something, you'll make time for it. I know people might say like, oh, it's a recession, and I'm working multiple jobs, and I have kids, and I have this, and I have that, and I have school. It's understandable that you may be exhausted and that there's a lot going on in your situation. But the truth of the matter is, if you want things to progress and move forward, and you want things to stabilize, it takes a small step at a time. I'm not saying you have to jump leaps and bounds in order to have what you want. It's about that steady progress, that gradual progress. And I keep thinking about like the rabbit and the hare. So the story that the rabbit is faster but didn't win the race because the rabbit and the hare, the turtle and the rabbit, that the turtle won the race because the turtle was the whole time had its sights set on the goal. And even though it was slow, it did not dilly-dally, it kept going. While the rabbit was fucking around and taking its time and talking shit and doing this and that. Next thing you know, the rabbit doesn't realize that the turtle has already crossed the finish line. I feel like these messages are coming very slowly. This is a test of your patience. This is a test of your perseverance. If this is a relationship, how far are you willing to go? And of course, if there's negative things happening, so like if you're being hurt or different things like that, then I do not condone that. That's not what I'm saying. Don't stick with that. What I'm saying is, like, if this person is very slow to respond in terms of like you ask them a very personal question and they kind of stutter, or they freeze, or they're very slow to gather their thoughts, give them time. If they ask you to repeat yourself, don't be upset. Be understanding that this person doesn't think like you. Excuse me. And that they need more time to process the question and to think about what it is that they're trying to say. With that though, I feel like you or this person, if that is your energy, then the person who is very easy to say how they feel, to express their emotions, to ask the questions, to answer the questions, they know their path, they know their way, they know what they want, they know what they need. I feel like this person is in a way getting impatient. I can feel like I hear this person kind of saying like, can you please try to open up more, communicate more? I shouldn't have to ask you for how you're feeling or what you're thinking. I wish that you would just tell me, like how I do for you. I feel like that is something that's going on here. But there is a spiritual pathway. So there's something within spirituality that is important in regards to this connection, whether it's family or otherwise. maybe one person is not spiritual or doesn't care about that or has given up on it, and the other is, that's like their primary focus is their spiritual path and how to develop their psychic gifts and their spirituality and all of that. It's difficult. What I'm getting here is that maybe one person is afraid in a way, like, if this is the situation, I feel like, for example, this person really loves this other person, but they know that the more that they evolve in their spiritual path, the more that they need a match, someone who's going to match their vibration. So what I'm seeing here is the how can I say, theory, the mentality, the thought, the knowing, or whatever you want to call it, of when somebody evolves spiritually, they end up leaving behind people, places, and things that no longer resonate with them, because those people, places, and things do not evolve with them in a way. So it might be very difficult because this person might really love this other person, but it's hard because they know the more that they evolve and expand and grow, that it might be harder to connect in that, how can I say, physical, mundane way. Is that what you're trying to say? Let's see what other card needs to come through. We have Crystal Yellow Dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. Wow. And I was just talking about it, and I understand, yes, this card is speaking about spiritual paths and different things like that, but I feel like this is kind of a confirmation as to what I'm saying. While this person is becoming more and more sensitive or aware of the spiritual realm, or just of different planes of existence and different things like that, their DNA is changing, or not necessarily that's changing, but certain codes in their DNA is activating, while this other person is still sleeping. So what I'm seeing here is, like, for example, if life was a simulation, I'm not saying that I believe that or that I don't. I'm just saying, for the sake of trying to express what I'm seeing, it's like if life is a simulation and one of the partners wakes up and realizes that it is a simulation, the other person is still in the simulation thinking that is the reality, the only reality in their existence, or that exists, period. It's going to be very hard to keep a connection where one is asleep and one is awake. That is what I'm seeing here. I feel like if this is a love connection, there is definitely love here on both sides. But I think that there's a lot of insecurities. Maybe, again, like the secrets, thinking about the moon. There's something else going on, but somebody is focused on their spiritual path, whereas somebody else may be focused on, how can I say, self-image, the integrity of their image towards other people. We have green dragon. Oh, we have two. Green dragon helps you tune in to the secrets of nature. Interesting, because we were just talking about secrets again. Receive answers and guidance from nature. Align with your divine essence. So I feel like the person that is more secretive or holds back or struggles to communicate how they feel is struggling to connect with their divinity, with their true essence, with who they truly are within, who their soul, their spirit is. I feel like this other person that is more spiritually evolving or more spiritually focused is trying to get this person to wake up. They're trying to say, I love you, wake up. Whereas this person feels like, well, I mean, maybe they never really loved me, or maybe they're just saying that, or maybe they're just like getting tired of me. I don't feel like that's the case. Maybe for one person, perhaps, but I don't feel like that's the case for the majority of you. I feel like this is a spiritual connection, and you guys are meant to, how can I say? Okay, disclaimer, yes, I said guys, take it as you may. Change that term to whatever you want. But I feel like you guys are meant to be catalysts for each other's growth. And both of you have acknowledged and accepted and appreciated that you guys have been catalysts in each other's lives. However, it is at the point where it's like you guys were catalysts for each other, you guys learned from each other, you guys are still learning, cool. But now it's like it's that next level. And it's like, is this going to be the catalyst for this other person to also wake up, and they're going to keep growing and learning together, and then it's going to keep jumping and growing, learning together, and then, like, you know what I mean? They say in like a twin flame relationship, again, take that if it resonates, they say that you guys will always be catalysts for each other. The whole point is to help each other evolve and grow and expand. And the lucky ones that have a successful, or how can I say? I'm going to say successful, for lack of a better term. Those twin flames that have a successful connection in a way where they are continually, and of course we all have our bad days, our good days, all of that, but those that are successful in remaining in this relationship will continue to push each other in a positive way towards each other's goals, dreams, aspirations, and towards higher learning. It's not just about this physical world. There's way more to this world than we can even see. And yes, it is important for us to live in this existence and to create and to expand and evolve within this physical realm. But also what I'm feeling here is that if there is this, we are all spirits, and yes, we're playing this video game of life. What is also important, besides living this video game of life and enjoying it while we are in this embodiment, or in this, in this incarnation, experiencing that and learning from who we are as a person in this lifetime. What I'm feeling here is that, I lost my train of thought. I feel like that's what happens with this person. Whether that's you or this other person, sometimes you guys are talking and they're really trying to pay attention, and then they lose you, and then some of you might get mad about it or feel like this person's not paying attention, or like they're just being slow, or they're not trying to, that they don't care. It's not that. I feel like this person just has a much different way of processing information and, really deep, meaningful, difficult conversations that I completely forgot what I was on. Pretty much, you guys are meant to help each other learn and grow. And in this spiritual world, or because we are spirits, a main part of our lesson is to evolve as spirits as well. Not only to learn and evolve and grow as a human being in this existence, but also to connect with our spiritual side, because we are a spirit. Helps you tune into the secrets of nature. I don't know, maybe you guys want to go camping together. Maybe you guys have been planning on camping, or maybe it's something you guys have been wanting to have, like a getaway, but it's been difficult because of all this life shit that's been happening. I saw 3133, by the way. Life, and let's not get into minimum wage and bills and money and the mundane. It can be depressing, but there's way more to life than this physical world. And it's important to, what is that saying? I am gonna butcher this, and I do not remember. What is it? Be of the world, but not. Be in the world, but not of it, or something like that. I think that's in the Bible or something. Damn, I really can't remember the exact words for it, but that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting. Being of this world, but not focusing solely on this world. Because we are multi-dimensional beings. We are beings of this physical existence, but also beings of higher realms. There's a key here. I heard Hecate, Hika. So I'm thinking crossroads. There's a crossroads here. I feel like one person is afraid that the other person's gonna leave them behind because this person feels like they're keeping them stuck, or they're holding them back. And I think it's because deep down, this person is refusing to level up spiritually, because they don't want to. They want to be in the world and of it. I feel like they don't want to delve into the intricacies and the nuances and all of the unexplained and etc., all of the overwhelming information of other existences or other entities or other planes or things that exist beyond the physical flesh, beyond this earth. Someone feels like someone is keeping somebody stuck, and somebody feels like they really want to help this person connect to their spiritual path, but they're at in compass. What is it called? They're at a crossroads in a way. They love each other, but the relationship is becoming a little bit imbalanced in terms of in terms of someone wanting to delve deeper and deeper into their spiritual side, and somebody refusing to even scratch the surface of their spiritual side because they just want to focus on this earthly realm. So let's continue to this next card that came out with that green dragon. It is orange gold dragon from Arcturus. Opens you to knowledge of the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. And we could definitely see this dragon's like third eye illuminated. That made me think of Baphomet or Baphomet. Illumination, Lucifer, Jesus. Carry the energy of the future, be a guiding light. So I feel like the person who is delving more into their spiritual side has been trying to be a guiding light towards this other person, but they feel kind of lost because they know that they cannot force this person to connect to their spiritual side, but it is a very important thing to them. I feel like both people really love each other here. Let's see what's under the deck. Air Dragon helps you rise above earthly matters. No fucking way. It says communicate honestly. It brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. Yo, I fucking love this. This is what I love about reading tarot. This is the spiritual person's energy, and this is the energy of the person we're focused on this earthly realm. It's saying rise helps you rise above earthly matters. Communicate honestly. The Moon card, the King of Swords in reverse. Swords are about communication, about thoughts, about words. Communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective. The higher perspective is your higher self. It's not like spread wings and fly and do what the hangman does and hang yourself upside down. I mean, yeah, you can. It's actually interesting because there was a day where I was laying on my bed a certain way that I was like laying upside down kind of, and like I immediately thought of the hanged man. So yes, putting yourself literally in that kind of situation or in that kind of posture, just being upside down actually does open you up to different perspectives. As crazy as it may seem, it literally does. But what this is saying here is connecting with your higher self, or this person connecting to their higher self. Somebody wants to help and continue to learn and grow on their own path and towards their spiritual evolution, and somebody is too focused on the earthly matters. Okay, and under that was Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. It says, protects you in times of change. A time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. So I feel like this person, if this really is a twin flame dynamic, or if this really is whatever dynamic it is, if this is vibing with you and this is connecting with you, then what this is saying here, I feel, is that this person, maybe they're feeling drawn to this, like deep down inside, they want to connect more with their higher self. They want to perhaps like tap more into it, but there's something that they may be afraid of. And perhaps it's that they're afraid to lose themselves. They're afraid to lose who they are without realizing they have already lost who they are because they refuse to connect to their higher self. The only way you could truly be who you really are is the more that you connect to your higher self, because who we are in the flesh is not who we really are in our spirit, which is the part of us that lives on throughout the dawn of time, that reincarnates. If you believe in that or not, whatever, then the true essence of who we are is not who we think we are. It's our spirit. So this person is viewing things from a false perspective, and we did mention perception earlier, where they're thinking or they're afraid to lose themselves. They're afraid to take the guidance of some other entity outside of themselves because they refuse to give the power away. But the truth is, this person is trapped because they think they know who they truly are. But the truth is, how could you truly know who you really are when you don't really know who your essence really is, or what your essence, that energy really is, because you refuse to tap into it, whether that's you or this other person. Wow. Oh, it makes me emotional. The truth of who we are, we do not remember in every lifetime, because it's like pushing the reset button on a video game. It's like starting all over. Like, let's say your higher self is the player, and the physical self is the character in the video game. So the higher self, even if the higher self presses restart, they are consciously aware of what's going on, and they remember each and every restart that they do. However, in the video game, you start from level 1 all over again. And I'm seeing the beginning of Skyrim when, like, it's not a spoiler because it's literally as soon as the game starts, pretty much. So I'm literally seeing these prisoners that are in a wagon being taken somewhere, that the main character, who you are, it wakes up and is like, where am I? And they're like, oh, you're here with us, what did you do? Or whatever the case is, you know. I mean, at that point the main character doesn't respond or say anything, but I'm seeing that in my head. So even if the higher self presses restart and makes as many I saw 4404, so 444 may be a significant number to you, and if you're not sure if it is or something, look into it. Look into the meaning of what that is for you. But I'm seeing the higher self, no matter how many characters they create, they're aware that they're the ones playing the game. They're the ones that are creating the character. And in the game, that character is a set way. And even if they change their class, even if they change their armor, whatever the case is, they are that one being that cannot change. Yeah, maybe you can reset your stats. I mean, we're talking video games or something. I mean, in a game like Elder Scrolls, you're never I mean, you're not really stuck to a certain class. But of course, the more you level up, you get skill points, you put them in there, then yes. But I mean, at a certain point, you can reset. Anyway, so the point is, the higher self is the player of the game, and the physical self is the character in the game. This person thinks that they are awake because they're the character in the game, while this other person is starting to tap more into who the player is. They're starting to realize more and more, I'm a character. I'm a character that my higher self has created, and that doesn't have to be seen as a negative thing or anything like that. It's not like you're not worthy or like you're not deserving or anything like that. That's not what it means by any way, shape, or form. It's just to say that there's more to this existence, that if you really truly have the eyes to see, the ears to hear, and the voice to speak, then you will know that there's more to it than what you see. And there is no issue, there's no shame in admitting that we don't know everything. No one knows everything. Not even Albert Einstein knew everything. Not even, I'm not even gonna go there, not even all of input, creator, inventor, scientist, really smart, creative person here, not even that person knew everything. So one person is trying to continue to tap into the player of the game, while the other one is refusing to wake up to the fact that they are a character in the game as well as this other person. But this other person really has this strong desire to help this other person wake up to who their player of their game is. I hope I'm making sense. Oh, what an interesting analogy that we found ourselves at. But again, I feel like these two cards are representative of both people in this dynamic. And what both people really want is protection. They want to feel protected, loved, understood. They want to transform energy, but perhaps they are utilizing their energy in different ways that it's hard for them to evolve, change, transform in a way that is oh, this analogy. I don't know if I should with this one. Okay. So TMI, 18 plus kind of analogy here. If something's dry, you want it to be wet so that it doesn't hurt, and so that there's not resistance. Okay, so what this is saying here is okay, whoever was speaking to me said in a funny way, they're like, use some damn lubrication or something. Okay, that, I mean, I'm not talking literally here, take it as you may, I guess, but so in order to ease into the change and transformation, what I'm saying here is that there's a desire on both sides for there to be a lubrication, something that is going to ease the process, to make it faster and more enjoyable for everybody. Or slow, if that's your thing. Whatever the case is. Okay. So yes, let's move on to the last deck. Unless I feel called to use that other one. We'll see. 50, 31. Let's see. I don't think very many people will make it to this point, but if you have made it to this point in this video and it resonates, please, like, leave me a message, comment. I mean, you don't have to explain your situation if you don't feel comfortable with it, but please put some kind of, you know what, put the yin yang emoji. I can't believe I just did that. It's the first time. 5111. Put the yin yang emoji if this is your, look at yin yang, I love that kind of shit. If this is your story, that way other people that also make it this far will see that they are not alone. You are not crazy. You are not alone. You're going through something that may be rare, pretty rare, but not exclusive to just you and this person. There are other people going through the same shit, and it's difficult, but I mean, if we band together, like, we can help uplift each other and all of that, you know? Whew. Damn, this is, wow. I'm gonna have to put a yin yang in my title of this video. This one. Revelation. Interesting. Revelation. People are coming to the revelation, coming to the point in their life where they're realizing excuse me. Air chalice. Okay, so we have air chalice, and with that energy, it immediately reminded me back to this this air dragon. So what I was feeling was that this air dragon is realizing they're coming to revelations, and this air chalice coming out right after that and immediately making me think of this is a confirmation. I saw 5335. That is a confirmation. This air person, I'm not saying that they're an air sign, although they can be, but this person that is more caught up in the physical, and that doesn't mean that they're materialistic. I'm not talking about materialism here. I'm just saying, like, not wanting to allow themselves to tap into their spiritual side again. But this is definitely a confirmation that this person is the one that is realizing the truth, or I heard, I need to step up. That's what I literally heard. Like, not like a voice in my ear, but like in my mind. We have hope. That's beautiful. So what I'm getting from this is that this other person is extremely hopeful that this, let's for lack of a better term, let's just call this air dragon. I saw 5505. So whoever this air dragon is that's caught up in the physical world, they're realizing things. And let's just say this, let's just call it the gold dragon. Orange gold dragon is very hopeful. This air dragon person wants to step up, and they're coming to the realization that if they want to keep this person in a way where the dynamic in the relationship continues to learn and evolve and grow and expand together, not just one holding on to the other or vice versa, because I feel like that's how this person views this. This orange gold dragon person, the spiritual person, has a lot of hope. And this air dragon person doesn't want to lose this gold dragon. And I think they're hopeful too. I think they're hopeful that this orange gold dragon person will be patient enough. But at the same time, for some of these people, I feel like some of them are taking their time because they want to do it right. And some of them might be kind of testing fate, I heard. I'm not sure if that's the right way to say what it is I'm seeing, but that's what I'm getting. They're both hopeful that this is going to work out. Let's just leave it at that. King Arthur. Interesting. I feel like I should read the book for this card. But what I'm seeing here is that this person, this air dragon person, is realizing the true strength and beauty within this orange gold dragon person. The air dragon person and the orange gold dragon person. I feel like the air dragon person is coming to appreciate or coming to truly understand or see the strength, the power, the wisdom that this orange gold dragon person has. They're starting to see the amount of true love and caring that they are blessed to even experience. But this person knows that they are blessed as well, because there are essences of, if not for this air dragon, they would not be where they are. This air dragon person was the catalyst to this person being able to find some very important information within their spiritual process. Even if this air dragon person stopped their spiritual process, this other person is grateful because they were a catalyst. They were a missing clue, or I don't feel like that's the right term. They had a puzzle piece that fit what this person was looking for. And so I'm like staring at a dust that went like that. Anyway, they have respect and love for each other, is what I'm saying. But this person is starting to see more. They're starting to realize even more about this more spiritual person. I saw 122. And no matter how difficult or dark the situation is around this more spiritual person, I feel like something that they are teaching this air dragon person is perspective. Which is interesting because I feel like at some point this person taught this one about perspective. And now it's like the roles are reversed to where this person is trying to teach this person about perspective. But they respect each other and they love each other. It's like, don't regret, don't ask about, okay, how can I say? If this person asked if this person regrets the relationship or something, and this person said to this person, I will never regret it because it was a catalyst in my life to help me grow and expand and evolve, and I would never change my past because I am who I am thanks to you and everything else in my life. That doesn't mean that it was easy, that doesn't mean that I don't like it, but where I am now, I have found peace with it because that is not who we are. Who we were, we have learned from at this point. And that was in the past. As long as we are not still who we were, although we still both have a lot to learn. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. Let me see. New World, interesting. I saw 1, 2, 32. New World, and then under here was the universe in reverse, so the world and New World. Isn't that fascinating? It's like break vicious old cycles that keep you stuck, create new beautiful cycles that make you unstuck and creative and progressive and all of that. Which deck is this one? It's not, let me see. It's not Dragon Wisdom, is it? I think that's the other one. It is Dragon Wisdom, huh? Yes, okay. So I opened it and self-worth is sticking out to me. So as we mentioned earlier about insecurities, I feel like this is something that silently plagues both sides. Okay, and it has a lot to play with all of this, and their trust, their secrets, let's see. I saw love, how cute. Excuse me. It's interesting because the Shadows card in this deck is kind of similar to the World card in this one. Or I should say vice versa, because this deck came before this one. This World card is kind of like the Shadows card in this one, in a way that it just shows the eye. And so what I'm feeling from this is what needs to break away or fall away or disintegrate or dissolve is a part of the shadow, which it's important for us to learn to integrate and understand our shadows in a way that is healthy for our evolution and for us to understand ourselves. But in an essence, what I'm getting here is that there's this need to dissolve the essence of fear, doubt, distrust, lies, deceit, insecurities, XYZ. It goes on. But yeah, let's see. I think it is. Yeah, it should be alphabet. Okay. So it says, people who have influenced our history. Wow. Even just those few first words. And perform great deeds live on in our hearts and our legends. There is no evidence that King Arthur existed in reality, but that is not important, as he lives within us. I feel like this is an essence of saying, like, about our spirit. Just because we don't have the physical, tangible proof of our spirit doesn't mean that it's not there. The legends of heroes plant a seed in our hearts, a seed of courage, freedom, and justice. Only you can decide if this seed will germinate. So only you can decide if the newfound knowledge on both sides, for both of these dragon people, for both of you, only you are able to decide whether this seed of knowledge that you are receiving will sprout into beautiful new awareness and awakenings. And I say that in plural because there's never just one. Decide now to believe in those heroes, and they will awaken within you, within your heart. So decide now to believe in your higher self. You don't have to, if you're afraid to give your power away to some being that you think is evil or tricky, or that you don't know what it is, you should be giving your power to yourself. Your higher self will not fool you ever. Your higher self is not there to be your enemy. Your higher self is your best ally. And the only way for you to truly understand who you really are is to, I saw 1:8:18, with 8 making me think of cycles. 9, 1 and 8 which make 9 making me think of coming to an end of cycles. Okay, where was I? Believe in your higher self and you will awaken. You will begin to go through an awakening process the more that you start to embody your true self. And that's not the physical self. The physical self is not the true self. The physical self is a character. And characters change as we live and die. So yes, connect with your heart and your higher self. King Arthur was accompanied by an old and enormous fire dragon, and together they protected the land and its people. He ruled with his heart in harmony with the Great Mother, making me think of Earth, Gaia. Okay. He ruled with his heart in harmony with the Great Mother. So what I'm feeling from this here is ruling with an iron fist is not going to do anything but make people hate you or use you or be afraid of you. You rule from the heart. Yeah, people will try to use you, But if you know your boundaries and you keep your boundaries and you still rule from the heart, you will have respect. Ruling with a fist has fake respect. Ruling from the heart has true respect, is what I'm getting. And respecting women, respecting men, respecting people, okay, but I am getting a message, okay, for somebody in particular. Don't be a disgusting, pathetic, drooling type of person that only thinks with one part of their body and not using the brain that's on their head or in their head. Okay, so respect people. People are not just flesh. We have emotions, we have interests, we have talents and strengths and weaknesses, and we are more than just our physical being, and we deserve to be respected. I saw 1:11:11. We deserve to be respected for who we are inside, and not just viewed upon as who we are in the outside. That is something that only small-minded people really stay stuck in. Truly. We all have had our times where we may judge. It's human nature, because that is our ego trying to protect us. You see somebody that looks potentially sketchy, then it's your defense mechanism to protect yourself. So to a degree, it's understandable that's our ego trying to be defensive and protect us. But at what point is it that versus just people being assholes and pathetic and disgustingly judging others just because they can't look in the fucking mirror? Whereas this other dragon was the Page of Cups, looking, dipping its claw into the water, rippling, seeing itself in many different forms. Okay. Whew. His mission was love. Become a hero or heroine in your own life. You are the dragon rider the world needs. Our old values, including courage, friendship, loyalty, tolerance, love, devotion, and enthusiasm, are returning with you. It is good that you are here. So I'll go ahead and show this here, so that way if you want to pause it and like reread it or reflect on that a little bit more, then you may. Let's see how I can. This is terrible. This part. And then this part. I am terrible at this, but okay. So yeah, wow. You're the dragon rider. You're the dragon rider, and you are the dragon. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about that, but wow. That's what I have to say. So let me go ahead and put this back up here really quick. And I know this video is long. I saw 1:14:04. However, I will pick from this deck as well, which I do not remember which one it is. It's probably the Witch's Oracle, perhaps. I think. Excuse me, I don't even know what time it is right now. I'm tired. I only had like 4 hours of sleep last night, and then I had to work. Okay. Let's go. We have 5. 5 is the number of change. This is spiral, attraction, spiral goddess. We have Kundalini energy, serpent energy, which is change and transformation, which is number 5. Again, there's the moon, there's this goddess energy, this feminine, divine energy. And then it's interesting because this is the like a red, orange, yellow, making me think of this orange gold dragon. So perhaps this orange gold dragon is, it doesn't have to be, but the feminine energy, trying to break their cycles and trying to expand into their higher awareness and their intuition, trying to awaken. I'm thinking Kundalini energy again. Okay, we have Gaia. Healing, number 7. 7 is a number of spirituality. And this is Gaia. The King Arthur card mentioned of Mother Goddess. And I mentioned Earth and Gaia. So here we have Gaia again. So I feel like this is in essence the air dragon here, making me think of this blue energy. We have the clouds, we have the sky, and we have she's like a mermaid, animal, owl, cat thing. All right. Healing. This person is healing through some traumas, issues. There's this wing. Oh, and the seed. Okay. So there's, sorry about that. My phone's gonna die. I saw 1:17:07. So we will end soon. Interesting. We will end very soon. But this is healing, so I feel like this energy, they're healing, they're trying to create change and transformation. We have the butterfly here, which we had the butterfly here on this King of Swords in reverse. So that's a confirmation here. And then this little sprout, this seedling has been germinated. It has germinated already and sprouting, so there's already this acceptance, or there will be, or there's this hope for this person to have this spiritual person is trying to plant the seed for this person who has removed themselves from their spiritual path in order to focus on their physical path. They're hoping to have planted the seed and this person to tend to it to where it has germinated and it is already sprouting. So again, they're trying to heal perhaps from the fear of the spiritual realm. So this card here is Cauldron 26, the womb. And we're talking about feminine energy, the womb. 6 and 2 make 8. Excuse me. 8 is about cycles. It's in creation. Womb is about creating. What are you guys creating together? What are you creating separately? Never give up on your own creations separately, but help each other to develop and create together. There's more Kundalini energy here. I got Lilith energy here. Hika, Hecate energy. I heard Freya. Let's see. Okay. Excuse me. Trying to remove the cloudedness here and see that there's the sun. The sun is waiting beyond the clouded judgment. So once the illusion of all of this has passed, there will be this ultimate happiness. This, and of course, nothing is a fairy tale when 1:20:02. Nothing is a fairy tale, but I'm seeing with the removal of this veil of illusion will allow for the sun to shine through. And sun energy in tarot, the sun card, is about happiness. It is about birthing. It is about, it's like all the good things. It's like harvest, it's happiness, it's like a childlike energy, purity. Don't cloak yourself in fear. Cloak yourself in love. I don't know, but I think I saw 1:21:02. I think this needs to end here. No way. Okay. I saw this. Alright. 32 spell 3 and 2 make 5. And it says enchantment. So when there is change, there is new beginnings. When it rains, we might think, oh, it's gloomy and I don't want to, I don't want to drive, I don't want to walk around, I don't want to go out because it's more dangerous and it's wet and blah blah blah. But if you don't go out in the rain, or if you're not looking out into it, then you will miss the rainbows. You gotta go through some shit to experience the beauty. For example, this is making me think of childbirth. A woman goes through immense traumatizing pain and births something beautiful and new. 1:22:11 turning into 12. Enchantment. Realize that all of this is enchanted. This is divine. This is beautiful. Learn and grow from it with the toad. I just thought of Lucifer energy again. So there's this higher knowledge, expansion, awareness, perspective type of energy that's coming through here. And then we have 6, bell awakening. That's beautiful. And there's a bunny. Bunnies symbolize fertility. So this is about, bells can be used for protection. They could be used for calling in energy. They could be used to banish or call in energy. The sun is setting. It's like this bunny is singing, or there's something here. There's these music notes. I don't know if that's a side note for somebody. Maybe there's something within music. Maybe there's a song dedicated to each other. Maybe there's a song that you guys will hear while you're together that's gonna spark a conversation or some kind of emotion that will be talked about or something. I feel like that's a side message. But with this bunny here, it's about fertility. So what I'm seeing here is in 6 in tarot, if you think of the 6 of Pentacles or the 6 of Cups, it's about reunion and sharing. It's about reciprocity. So it's also about balance, coming to balance within the self, cleansing and purifying the energy. Oh shit. Unification here. Sun and moon, feminine, masculine energy that we've been talking about here. Broomstick cleansing, okay? Sometimes you gotta delve into the darkness in order to cleanse the shit. For example, if you never clean under your bed and you have a bed that's raised, you're gonna have a lot of dust and shit under there. Don't be surprised. You want your space and your home to be clean, then you gotta get all the nook and crannies too. All those forgotten spots can hold stale negative energy that can haunt or bring down the rest of the energy that can really stick to you. Okay, so unification. 6 rate star. This is 21. 2 and 1 make 3. 3 is making me think of magician energy, even though the magician is not number 3, is number 1. Unification. Again, light and dark energy. We have the sun, we have the moon, we have the sky, and we have the stars. The sky making me think, oh, interesting. The sky making me think of the sky dragon. The physical world making me think, how I mentioned perhaps this is the masculine energy, and how I mentioned perhaps this other energy that's more delving into the spiritual side is this feminine energy. The energy of what is out there is in essence connects us more with, okay, like yes, connecting with the earth and all the elements is a very spiritual thing as well. Yes, there's spirit in everything, but what I'm saying from these two, what I'm getting here is that this is more the earthly one and this is more of the spiritual one, trying to seek beyond what is comfortable or common or already known or mundane, used to, etc. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna end it there. That's where this needs to be. So thank you so much for joining. Happy Valentine's Day. I might go ahead and show my coordinate of the day, but I really appreciate you guys, and I hate to say it, but please consider, if you liked or if you found this video useful or resonated, then please consider liking, share it with your partner or this person, or just share it out there and maybe they'll feel drawn to watch it as well. And yeah, feel free to drop the yin yang down below and we'll know that you know, we're not alone. Alright, so my coordinate for today is actually I did an unboxing of, it was mostly a set, even though I had to buy it separately, but yeah, this was a gift from my friend today and I love it. There's a story behind it that we went to the store together one day and we both saw it. It was on clearance. I showed it to my friend and we both loved it, and they ended up getting it for me. And then wrist cuffs, hearts, they're detachable. I didn't wear them in the last video because I take them off. This, and then some like heart stuff. I'm hairy, and then yeah. So that's what it is. That's the coordinate. If you would like to see more fashion content, feel free to comment about that. I have been wanting to do a Lolita wardrobe video for years. Perhaps I might, but yeah, I've been wanting to dabble more into that kind of content. But if you're interested in seeing an unboxing of this, I have a playlist of unboxing and baggings. Please check it out. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I wish you the best on your journey and on your spiritual path, on your divine path, connection, whatever the case is of what you're going through. I hope that everything improves, and believe that it will improve through the hardships. Helps us to evolve into the how can I say, the more stable, excuse me, I hope that made sense. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave this video here. I love you guys. Thank you so much. if you're interested, links down in the description and such. I know it's been a little while, but I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for being here. Bye.